Sleeping, what y'all want?
My mom said I need to do something with my hair, otherwise I gotta get it all cut off.
We booked the appointment at Style Kings at the barbershop. Let's go.
Style King 4 blocks away?
Yeah.
All right, let me brush my teeth. I'll be right out.
Don't take long.
Do you want fabulous hair? Are you looking for a product strong enough to tame your 4C hair?
I know she did not use all my conditioner. Hey, Mom! Hey, Mom, you don't have no more leave-in conditioner?
Give me that. I know you did not use my Style King leave-in conditioner with the coconut oil. Where you going?
I was gonna go to the
Well, guess what else you're gonna do? Well, you're going to the store, so I need you to go ahead and copy some more of this King Pain leave-in conditioner with the coconut oil.
Are you looking to knock the dust off them dreads? For a product that will rejuvenate and strengthen your hair, increase hair growth and shine, and smells great? Well, then you're in the right place. For the long, beautiful, healthy hair you deserve, choose Style King. Perfect on all hair types. Available online at theofficialkingpain.net. Get you some style today. Y'all look nice. Tell Mom to stop tripping, okay? Oh, and your mom called so she needs some more conditioner. Okay. Okay, on period. Periana to the period. What's good, everybody? What's popping, y'all? It's the official King Pain, and this is the home of the lituation, where it is always lit. And today is like every day here in the home of the lituation. It's motherfucking lit. Okay, I have a very special guest in the house for you all tonight. I want you guys to all make sure that you guys are sharing this video. Share this video, like this video, subscribe, okay? Make sure all your notifications are turned on, and then drop some crowns in the comments and show a lot of love for our special guest, okay? Yes, it's up and it is stuck directly after this commercial break. Okay, on period. Periana to the period. What's good, everybody? What's popping, y'all? It's the official King Pain, and this is the home of the lituation. What's going on, everybody? Some disclaimers before we get started, okay? This show is not made for kids. Go ahead and put the kids to bed, okay, on period. Go ahead and tuck the babies in. Yay! Because this show is not made for kids, okay, on Periana. Yay! Yes, and I hope that you've invited, okay, all of the adults, all the grown-ups, okay, your sister, your cousin, okay, your grandma, okay, on period, invite them all, okay, send them the link, okay, it's up and it's stuck here at the home of the lituation, okay, yes, and everything that's being seen and shown to you guys here, okay, is being seen and shown to you guys underneath the fair use and commentary doctrine. Period. It's my motherfucking opinion mixed with receipts, okay? Guys. Period. Oh, yes. Oh, Oh yeah, yes. This is the dust free zone where there's no rusty, dusty, musty, crusty, raggedy, dirty, crispy, sissy, pissy, or pussy assholes allowed. Okay, if you come over here being any of those things, my moderators will escort your dusty ass out. Yes, they will. Yes, they motherfucking will. It's up and it's stuck here in the home of the lituation. So without further ado, guys, without further ado, let me go ahead and pull up my special guest. We have from Chasing Atlanta. We have Willa in the house. You guys show her a lot of love in the comments.
Up and see what the price is. Hey y'all. Hey,
Hey,
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm chit-chatting. What's going on?
Piri, you booked and busy today, huh?
Child, yes, waiting on the client now.
Okay, on period. I know that's right. So, Willa, how's everything going? So you're on the new season of Chasing Atlanta, and you've been keeping it lit for the audience for the most part. I would say that you are the fan favorite of the season. They love them some Willa.
Thank y'all.
So before we get into some things, why don't you tell us about who Willa is and where and what does Willa do?
Okay. So Willa is a bomb ass hairstylist and chef, honey, from Memphis, Tennessee. Um, I I got a lot of stuff that I do well or whatever, but I graduated from culinary school when I was 21, and then I went back to I graduated from culinary school when I was 19. Yeah, 19. And then I went to cosmetology school and I graduated when I was like 20 or 21, something like that. Um, I just been calming her. I cook for my friends and things like that. I think I want to like get into like making cooking a thing. So I've been trying to like get more into that or whatever. But other than that, that's about it. Okay. Hold on a second. All right. Okay. Hey, you ready? I just realized what it is. Where is it? It's somebody else who gave it to somebody. Period. So which one you finna choose now? No. Come on, go get you two short bundles. Bring me the bundles that you talking about color gray, and we finna do you a quick weave vibe. A sapphire quick weave vibe. Come on. Or you want a quick weave? Oh, you want a sew in vibe? I wish I would do a sew in vibe. You need that all the time. Do what you doing. Girl, please. You want a sew in vibe, quick weave vibe? Which one you want? How about if I just do it tomorrow? Do what tomorrow? I don't know. Let me see how I look at this thing here. You pulled that down. Huh? You pulled that down to see how you was gonna look with a bang. What? What? Oh no, we do. That needed to come down. I said. No, I'm talking about how you got your hair right now. Oh no. She just cut my hair. My hair had broke off. Oh, okay. And so she was just cutting my hair. I told you. Well, just let me know what you want to do, girl. I'm about to see how I look in this bob weave. The one with the bang. With the bang. Okay. Yeah. Yes, honey. Oh yes, I'm sorry.
Get into that money. Okay, we getting to see the chase. Okay, this is the real chase. So you're from Memphis and you reside in Atlanta now. How was the move from Memphis to Atlanta?
So my dumb ass moved in the middle of a pandemic, well, the beginning of I don't know what part of it, of the pandemic. Of course I don't know what that was. I don't think I'm old enough to have experienced the pandemic before. So I'm not thinking it was gonna be that bad. So when I moved there, people was like, quarantining, and they was talking about how bad COVID and stuff was. I kind of got scared, so I wasn't really taking like a lot of clients when I got here. And but to be quite honest with you, Atlanta never really closed down. I think it was just me, like in my mind, just being kind of scared. But other than that, it wasn't bad. Like it was cool. It was the move was cool, kind of.
Absolutely. So how did you get on to Chasing Atlanta?
So I had been letting Dominique. I had met Dominique through a friend of mine. We have a mutual friend, and he had been grooming my friend's dog. So I was like, "Well, Chad, let me get my puppies groomed or whatever." Got them together, and so I knew Dominique and had a relationship with him, and knew he was on the show. So they made me follow the page. And then I had known Lauren. I had met Lauren way back in like 2014, 15, some long time ago. So I already knew Lauren too or whatever. So when I seen Chase and posted they were doing a what you call it, like a casting call, something like that. I just applied like thinking like, maybe you will, maybe you won't. Like I didn't think they was gonna take me serious type of thing. And so when they called me in for an interview, I was like, hold on, what's going on? For real, me? And so then we did the interview, and then they had hit me up and was like, well, they told me they were like, you're gonna hear from us within 2 weeks or whatever, or it was 2 days or something like that. So the 2 days that came past, and I didn't get no call, and I was like, oh, they didn't like me or whatever the case may be. And the next day they called or sent the email and was like, congratulations, you're part of Chasing Atlanta season 5. Whoop, 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 whoop. And so yeah, that was it.
I know that's right.
Yes,
So you come into the show as Dominique's good friend. He asked you to come around the group to figure out what's going on between him, Kendra, and Wayne. How did that make you feel? Or, were you open to that?
I mean, yeah, for the most part, okay. Okay, see, like was it 935M? Okay, cool. I'm gonna look them up. Okay. But yeah, so I like to be in some peace, honey, and I don't want to go nowhere where nobody got no issue. But I didn't feel like it was necessarily appropriate for me to say anything off the muscle because I had just been meeting them. So when he finally had said, whatever it was or whatever the issue was that had kind of perturbed him, I was like, well, I ask him my way or whatever, try to figure out, what's going on because, anytime you come into a situation and you have friends, and not to say he was big on this, but a lot of people try to tell you about people and try to put you on game about people or whatever the case may be. And I'm just one of them type of people where I have to come up with my own assumption about a person. Like I can't go off that experience with you because they might not do me how they did you. You know what I'm saying? They may do me worse, or they may not do that at all. So I never really went into it with a mindset about Kendra or Wayne. I just wanted to make sure, just for me wanting to get close to certain people who I might or might not need to get close to, type of thing. So when I realized that it really wasn't nothing like that, and it was an issue that was kind of really more so towards the Troy situation, I was like, okay, well now I kind of understand. Like, okay, you and Wayne ain't really got nothing like to my recollection or whatever that was important enough for me to give a fuck about. And that was that on that.
Okay, on period. So then, Dominique invited you to Kendra's performance. How was the performance?
She performed her ass off. That was my first time seeing Kendra perform, and she performed her ass off. Like she was given what she needed, and it was cool. I was tipsy. I had been drinking. I was having a good time. The music was cute. Um, and like I said, I kind of thought like it was gonna be a little awkward meeting Kendra because I know how it is. Like when it comes to the girls, it's like it's just always sometimes with certain girls like an unspoken tension or something like that. And I just be like, I don't know, but it was warm when we stepped up. It's like I gave her a compliment, and she smiled and she was happy, we just kicked it and we complimented each other and we talked about where we were from and it broke the ice. And then Wayne and Dominique were having a little conversation out to the side or whatever. And that's when the whole little ring situation came up or whatever the case. But I guess it wasn't no thing. I put it like this: if I had been in this situation and I had felt disrespected, or I feel like the question was shady, I would have just asked. Like I would have just asked it and been like, what you meant by that? Don't be trying to be cute now, or something like. Just say something to kind of throw it out, like not full fledged get into a rumble with nobody, but just let somebody know, like not too much, on that, because I don't know where you headed with that. But other than
Absolutely.
cool. And Wayne was cool. He walked up to me and he was like, "Oh, you're so pretty, this and that." And I said, "Thank you. You handsome yourself." So when he come, when me and Dominique were having the conversation and I said something about Wayne being handsome, I was just like, "Oh, that's how I remember him. That's the one. That's the handsome one. The one that told me, I was pretty, came up to me and introduced himself because I didn't know who Wayne was or whatever. No shade. I didn't know who Wayne was when he had came.
Absolutely. So in that moment, there was like you didn't see any smoke between Wayne and Dominique.
Not no smoke. I just kind of feel like it was like it was given like neither one of them really wanted to be talking to each other, but they were talking to each other for the sake of, it's like they was making conversation, or maybe I feel like they're on Dominique in. Like I feel like Dominique was just kind of trying to find something to say. Like I think Wayne really was trying to engage in conversation. I think Dominique was taking it wrong or felt however he already felt about Wayne. I think. I mean, I don't damn know.
Absolutely. Um, so then we get to the spa event. And Cam sends a gift. Okay, Cameron sends a gift. How did that gift make you feel? Did you feel hit? Did you receive any of the shots?
Cam ass. The only part that made me say something was when he was like, "Let's all have good positive energies." I said, "Child, bad. Now you ain't gonna send stuff in here talking all this shit about scammers to the top and then this and the third and whoop and then gonna say keep the energy, keep good energy and good vibes." And so when I seen him for the first time, because I had never met Cameron, and so when I finally seen him for the first time, I stopped lunch. Then that was the first thing I said to him. I walked up to him and I said, "Chad, you that one that sent that letter talking about keep the peace, keep, whatever was going on." I said, "Now, you know damn well wasn't nobody gonna have no good energy after you said what you said." And he laughed and we laughed it off, hugged him, introduced, and that was it on it.
Okay, on period. Yeah, because that letter definitely changed the
Oh,
energy.
baby, that ruffled some feathers right there, baby. I'm gonna let you know that now. That had some people in their chest.
Absolutely. After the letter, Dominique and Wayne got into it,
Yeah.
and that sort of rubbed you the wrong way because um, he also got into it with Kendra a little bit. I could tell that you were uncomfortable in that moment, and you didn't like the way Dominique was talking to Kendra. Um, how are you feeling in that moment?
Hold on, you said when Dominique was talking to who?
Kendra and Wayne. He was going off at the spa day towards the end, right before Kendra and Wayne left.
I don't like how. Are you good? I just don't like how certain people handle us as girls. Sometimes, like I think that a lot of the boys in the LGBT community still consider us boys. Like I think it's a just a kind of a disrespect, not purposely, but I just think that, and I can speak for a lot of girls because a lot of girls feel this way, but sometimes we just feel shaded by the gay boys and we don't really feel like protected or really valued by the gay boys. It's like you got to be out your fucking mind sickening for the gay boys to really even give a fuck about you. And that's really fact. And so it's like when you have them type of situations where they not handling us like gentlemen would handle women, it come out like you don't give a fuck. And I think that's part of the reason why everybody else don't give a fuck. So when Kendra was like, trying to say that she tired of it and he was saying that she was a liar and stuff like that. And just in my sister's defense, it later on was proven that she definitely didn't lie about the outing that they were supposed to have had or whatever the case. So he was to clear that up, but it's just other shit goes on and it snowballs and nobody was able to come to a resolution with it. But I know for a fact that Kendra loves Dominique and I know that Dominique loves Kendra. I just think that Dominique gets caught up sometime in his emotions and he just spews and just let shit out regardless of who feel what way about anything. And I just feel like that's how that went. I ain't fuck with it, because I'm like, don't talk to her like that. But it is what it is. I'm still at the place where I'm getting to know people, so it's like I don't want to overstep my bounds by saying too much. But I was like, shit, now you ain't have to, and I talk to Dominique, and we have conversations or whatever about that specific thing you asked. And I mean, he understand. Like, I ain't gonna fall out with you, but I am gonna tell you how I feel about that. Like how I felt about you doing it, or how I felt about you, whatever the case. Like I'm gonna check it, and I'm gonna say something about it. Just so we be on the same page as friends.
Absolutely. So next we get to Ike's sock event. Okay. Um, um, and they were asking you to calm down, and you seem very triggered by them asking you to calm down. Is it because you were trying to calm everybody down? Why were you triggered in that moment?
So it really like bothers me when like put it like this, had I been a dude, nobody would have said shit to me. Like they would have probably been like, calm down, whatever the case. But like they let the other dudes just go at it and shit like that. They would have just let them go at it. But since I'm a girl and I'm supposed to be here, this, whatever, and so this and third, I should be sit back and be quiet. I've never been that type of bitch. Even before I transitioned, I've never been no sit back quiet unless I chose to sit back and be quiet. I sit and watch them do all this carrying on. But my point is, going back to what I said, I feel like it's an unspoken type of disrespect when it comes to like trans girls and the board, like the gay boys. And I feel like when me and Wayne had our little tiff, me and Wayne talked about it, and I flat out told him, I'm like, I can't tell you when you wrong. Like, is that what type of friend you don't have? Like the point where I can't tell you when you wrong. And he was like, no, you my sister, this and that. We hugged it out, went on about our business. That conversation was over and done with. So while I came up saying whatever he said to me kind of was unnecessary because me and Wayne had squashed our issue. So it's like, why is it that you saying anything? So that was one. And two, when it happened, I tried to leave, but I'm not gonna say anything too much about it because I definitely it was a lot of it that was edited. But I tried to leave once, and it was some more talking going on. So I turned my ass back around, and I said, "Okay, we're gonna go and crank up now because I just tried to walk towards the door and your ass started talking that shit. So let me make my way on around this counter. That's when I started trying to get on around the counter to him, and Dario came in and snatched him on out of there or whatever. And I just at that point I got mad because he said in my mind I just felt like this, that, and the third. And was like it wasn't an issue. Like I had really overreacted. Or like he had overreacted. And it pissed me off because I'm knowing you overreacted. I'm knowing you don't know what the fuck you talking about. And I'm like, I'm knowing you wrongfully didn't call me out because all these folks been arguing at your shit the whole time, really. And then you say something to me for telling people that they need to be fair or whatever the case is. I'm like, no, now I'm finna bully you. Now I'm finna go now. And I kept asking, do you want to fight? That part never got shown because Dario never aired it. But I kept asking him, I said, do you want to fight? Do you want to fight? Like, do you want to fight? Because I wasn't trying to do all that, what I was doing.
Oh, that must be why he calls you Wilma from the Flintstones.
Mm-hmm.
My.
He thought that was cute.
And you kept saying, get your bitch, because you felt like, Drew Friday sparked it off.
I don't feel like she popped. Well, yes, she did. She got it when she got into it with Rico Castellan. I feel like that set the tone in the room for people to start getting into it, like arguing. Because now it's like, Drew, where did this even come from? And secondly, child, damn, now y'all finna be into it. Y'all finna be acting up. And I'm like, oh no, we no. And so then they go off and talk. And then me and Wayne were talking. It was just a matter of, can y'all just be fair for one? Like, y'all know damn well, y'all sit there, let Wayne talk, let him say what he needed to say, let Troy say what he needed to say. That's all I was saying. And everybody got mad and all up in arms and shit like that. But see, I have my own theories for why I feel like people were mad in that moment. I got my own theories for why I feel like everybody individually had some reason to feel some be mad.
Okay, on period. So you kept telling Ike to get your bitch, get your bitch, get your bitch. You were referring to Drew Friday. From your perspective, what was the relationship between Drew Friday and Ike?
So I be trying not to even say nothing about this because everybody gets so up in arms when I talk about this. But I'm just telling what I saw with my damn eyes. After the spa event, first of all, the spa event was the first day I ever met Ike. And I think I want to say it was the first day I had ever met Rico with a K or whatever, and whoever else was there. Close my door. Cause what? Thank you, girl. So we left the spa day and went to my apartment because I literally was behind the house. Like I stayed in some apartments behind the house that we were in. So we went to my apartment. It was me, it was Ike, it was Dominique, it was Rico with a K, it was Troy, and Drew. and we were talking. I was doing a client like I'm doing right now, and I heard the conversation, and they were talking about what they were attracted to, and who were tops and who were bottoms, and all that type of stuff. So we was getting the tea, and Ike was going on about how he likes the girls, like how he liked trans girls or whatever the case may be. Like he would date a trans girl. And so me and Drew got intrigued because, of course, I'm a trans girl and she's, a fish, a drag queen. So I'm like, okay, bitch, let's see what the fuck going on, what it's hitting for. So ends up going back over to my client working, and I seen Drew and Ike started flirting and doing whatever they was over there doing and talking about or whatever. And Drew was saying something about maybe they should go on a date and all of that. And then the conversation got, a little risque, not between them, but amongst everybody over there in the group. They were talking about, positions and other different things and stuff like that. So the conversation was juicy, but they did definitely exchange numbers. I don't know under what pretenses, but they definitely exchanged numbers. And every time I would talk to her, she would always be saying she's on the phone with Ike, and him and her had talked that day, and they always greet each other like husband and wife, or like people that are close with each other. Now, in retrospect, like on hindsight, me and Cameron have that type of relationship where I call Cameron my husband, and he called me his wife. And Cameron, I find Cameron attractive or whatever. I'm pretty sure he found me attractive, but we ain't, trying to jump each other bones. I mean, it is what it is. If it happen, it happen. We're having fun with the scenario. And it was like I thought they kind of had the same thing too until he was saying, or until Ike was making it seem like it was some weird shit with Drew. But I'm like, nah, because I've seen both of y'all equally flirt with each other. Like I don't know if I could say his flirting is harmless. I mean, I guess he could or whatever, but I just didn't like how it was looking, like making Drew look like she was fucking delusional. Because I'm like, no, he's sweet to her, like he's sweet on her, like she's sweet on him. Was he trying to jump in the bed with the bitch? I'm not sure. I don't think so or whatever. But he definitely flirted with her because she wouldn't have did the shit she did. You know what I'm saying? Even when she had heard that he had a boyfriend, she was like, she didn't like that because he didn't tell her. Somebody else told her. And she was like, why didn't he tell me that he had a boyfriend? And I'm like, that's something that, should have been whatever, whatever. So I think she talked to him about it. He did say something about him having, a boyfriend. And she was saying that she was just gonna back up or whatever. And I was like, okay. And a person don't feel like they gotta back up if they not. I don't know, but I ain't never known Drew to be delusional or whatever. You leave it right there. I ain't never noticed her, known her to be delusional or shit like that. But I don't know. I just know from what I seen, he definitely was flirting like a little bit back with her. Like I don't know in what type of way you want to put it, but he definitely flirts with her like
leading her on. He was leading her on.
I don't know because I never talked to him. I talked to her. So it's like when I talk to her and hear her say, whatever going on, then it's cool. But it's like I'm gonna say this. Me and her did have a conversation, and I hate to say this. Or I'm gonna say it. I don't give a fuck because if it's true, it's true, and she can address it if she chooses to address it. But she had a conversation with me or whatever, and she was saying like, if you have such the boyfriend, because this is after the boyfriend conversation, she was like, why do you kiss my neck every time you greet me, type of shit. So I'm like, oh, well, bitch, I don't know what to tell you on that one because I ain't never seen him sucking on her neck, but I wasn't ever there to say he didn't. Or
My. Ike was sucking on the necks. Ooh.
I,
Oh.
Ike is gonna whoop me, y'all. He gonna give me a whooping for this.
Definitely. But yeah, that's, I feel like, that is a problem as well. I had a similar problem to that on the season as well, with somebody playing with the trans girls feelings, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, if you're
Mm-hmm.
not really attracted to them like that, that's not cool, you know what I'm saying? Like to lead them on, like
That was what I was saying because things had gotten heated over this very situation that we talking about, and it was like a bunch of trans girls like coming. I have to choose my words carefully when I talk about him because I'm not trying to talk about him in a slanderous way. I'm just speaking what I have seen. He seems to think that what I'm saying is something I read or something that I heard. It's nothing that I read or heard. These things that I saw myself. Like I said, when I had my birthday party, we all were there kicking and having a good time. One of my trans sisters walked in. She was really pretty. He thought that she was pretty. He told me how much he thought that she was pretty. I asked him, did he want me to say something to her? He told me no, he was going to say something himself. He made his move. I don't know how true this is, but I know they were. I know for a fact they were texting, like they had got the texting, but she had said something about him or whatever towards the end of the party, and the boy was like, "Oh, me and him was just out in the highway kissing." And she felt the way because it's like, what the fuck did you come over here and do that? You know, whatever, like get my number and act like you ready, whatever, and then you take your ass out in the highway and you get the kiss somebody. Now I don't know if the boy was lying on him or whatever the case may be, but he definitely dropped that at the party, and I was like, well, shit. Or whatever. So I've seen him like, in that situation. That was to me that was a situation where you really if that was true, you didn't want her. Like, so why did you do all what you did to try to get her attention, like try to even as far as to get her number, like what was with the point? Like why did you do that? So that's why I was looking at the situation like the fuck. He do but I don't know. I can't say at this point.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're becoming quite the trans advocate on this show. Um, is that something that you've been doing, or was you looking to get into trans advocacy? I've seen that you went to Kendra's event, and you like that. Have you been working with Kendra on that, or what's been going on?
So me and Kendra, we have had talks about it or whatever, because she shared with me a lot of things that she wants to do in the trans community. It was nothing I was ever doing. I always have had like daughters and my kids and stuff like that. Them always was the ones that I always kind of poured into, like taught them whatever needed to teach them, like not necessarily the trans community. And getting with Kendra kind of made me want to tap into it more, because I'm like, our girls is not the same. Like, our girls don't be catty and with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, some girls really be about sisterhood and like kicking it with other people, getting to know other people on a whole bunch of other shit other than niggas and and and
Okay.
and fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I was pleased by that. And I'm like, so that is something we can do. I'm like, we ain't sitting up talking about boys all day. We ain't sitting up doing this. But we do talk about our experiences. We do talk about, back in the days and what we want to do in the future and stuff like this. So I think it's just talking about it, letting people know about it. Cause I wanted to do it for so long. I ain't gonna lie, I never did it, but I wanted to, because I'm like, I don't see anybody really representing the girls like they knew, like no shade, like Laverne Cox, yeah, she wants somebody in the bin out, but like girl, you kind of up there, so they don't really like you. Gotta, are you really resonating to the girls that's still in the hotel rooms? Are you really resonating with the girls that's still out there like doing the shit? Like, you done made it, kudos to you, congratulations, but I'm still here like to let the other bitches know, like, I do it for the bitches like me. You ain't gotta be ashamed of nothing that you going through or nothing that you feeling. Everybody go through shit. Like, I do the shit to be like me too. Because a lot of people look at you, think you don't go through nothing, think that, whatever be whatever. Nah, bitch, I'm here to tell you, I go through it too. Me too. Goddamn, I go through shit too. And I want people to understand us more. Like, that's why I say when we get irate or something, like how they want, oh, they need to calm down and be more lady. Like, fuck that. Fuck that, because that's almost like saying women can't have no voices. And I'm definitely gonna talk. So it is what the fuck it is when it comes to that. But I just, I say what I want. I can't speak for every girl, you know what I'm saying, but I say what I want. And like different changes that I want.
Absolutely. So Oliver Twist comes to you and he opens up to you about struggling with his identity. How did it make you feel to know that Oliver trusts you with something like that?
It made me feel good because I'm like, okay, this bitch, this bitch obviously, trust me enough to be like, okay, I want to talk to you about something near and dear. I wish I had known more about it at the time that we filmed, like had done more research into it so I could have gave him a better answer. But I did afterwards, like after we talked, and I ended up going in and doing a little research to try to figure out what a name for it was. And the closest thing I had come to, like, see, I was like, he's probably pansexual. And he's like because I'm like, I think, mess with both or identify as both or whatever the case might be like. So I said, I think that he identifies as pansexual. And so I was like, that's, cool. And I was asking, you want to go get you some boobs and stuff? He was like, nah, he don't want no boobs. He just want. But I said, Oliver, you just be saying to me like you just want to be fine, baby. You just want to be fine. Go get you a BBL, honey, and get baby, and be hot for the summer. That's all. But no, when he said about the facial film part, I was like, okay, so it is something more. It's deeper because anytime you get the change in your facial structure, like that's a big thing for trans girls to go get like facial films and stuff like that. Like that's a big thing. It's an expensive thing, but it's a big thing. So when I heard that there was something that he was considering, I'm like, oh, okay, then bitch, you finna you thinking long and hard, like you finna go all the way. But I don't know. I feel like we create new categories for people every day. Like back in the day, when all this shit come going on, like you was either gay or you was straight, and there was that on it. And now they got a lot of different categories and stuff to put people in, so people can have their own identity. So I think that's cool or whatever. So I don't know if they didn't come out with what Oliver finna be. Then I told them, I said, then you be the one to come out with it, and you name it, shit, the Oliver bitch. What sexual are you, Oliver? Goddamn man, that's just that.
Period. The twist. Okay. Period. I know that's right. So you were at Oliver's birthday party, and there was something about shit and a shitty booty. What happened with the shit in the booty? Who had shit in their booty? Or
Oh my God. Okay, so I said I was nothing about it. Lord, please forgive me, Lord. So it was a dancer there, and I don't know if he was in the bathroom right before they called him out, and he didn't get a chance to finish. He was trying to rush so he wouldn't miss the call in or what the announcement. What you're welcoming. He didn't want to miss the welcoming. Girl, that man got up on upside down on their head, baby, and squat them legs open. I don't even know what the word side says. Squat, plop them legs wide open, and it just shined, just bright as day, child. It was greenish, yellowish, shitty shit. And I said, not shit. Like it wasn't like a little 1-2 little residue. Like it was like get up and wipe it out. Damn, motherfucker, forget. A little bit. He need a bidet. Goddamn it, if you ain't go damn white shit, at least get you a bidet or something, shoot some water. But no, it wasn't pleasant. I ain't like that. I ain't like that one bit. You want to okay. Yeah, I didn't no, I didn't But he's the longest bird out of everybody. He had big bird.
my.
Yes, and I told them folks I was a bird.
And big shit. And big shit in that ears.
Don't you that, baby? I'm a bird watcher. No, he had a big old thing. I said it's such a shame because if he would have been in my house and we would have had a little round with each other, and he would have slid off my damn bed or something off the bed, baby, let me tell you something. Left a smear on my shit. Oh, baby, good, baby. They would have heard about this shit in China. Do you understand me? They would have
Okay.
fucking after. They would have heard that shit over in Ukraine, and they ass would have called the war off.
Oh, I know that's right. Oh, everybody would have heard about that shit. That's just a period.
I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, baby.
Oh, so Willa has this, Willa is tough. Okay. We know that Willa is tough. But we also got to see you cry a lot of times during this season. I'm like, girl, she crying again. She crying again. Uh
Hold on, I gotta ask a question. Hold on. I gotta ask a question real quick. Now y'all ain't finna sit here and tell me I cried more than Troy. And that's
Troy did cry a lot too.
but I don't think I can cry. Nobody is crying more than damn Troy. I think a lot of people shed tears. And to be quite honest, I can't wait for y'all to see next week's episode because, baby, y'all thought y'all did some crying last Wednesday. Please wait until next Wednesday. Everybody opened up about life and just about what they was going through and their upbringings and they everything. When I say I don't think it was dry in the room, like it got really um real in there. And so I had enjoyed that part. But now I have, I normally don't cry. I try to keep my emotions to myself. Like I try to keep myself together. But I have never been like in this place. Like I ain't never been like I ain't lost no family really. So it's like I ain't really ever had to do no grieving. Like I ain't had to do nothing of the sort. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. And I don't know if it's supposed to be done overnight. I don't know if it's supposed to be done a week from now or a year from now or whatever the case may be. But I don't know. That unsettling feeling was kind of making me feel away. And everything happened right when we started filming. Like we started filming in September. My grandma passed on Halloween. So it's like I literally was gone that good period of time. Like I was gone because I was handling my business. Like I was doing, went to the funeral. I had did my grandma's hair for the funeral. Got that together. Was trying to make sure my mama was okay. Was trying to make sure everything was okay with my apartment. I was trying to move. I was trying to get that straightened out and get that together. It was just so much on my plate at the time. So when she finally went on and just went down, I'm like, this the person I talked to about these things. This the person that kind of keep me level headed. So I kind of was just spiraling a little bit, y'all, like with my emotions, But
Did your grandma raise you or you guys were just really close?
so she really did. So it's like my mama was in college when she had me, so she couldn't have me at school with her. So I was staying with my grandma. So my grandma was my legal guardian. When my mama graduated from school, we moved to Memphis or whatever, and I was like 2. So when we moved to Memphis, my grandma, she was staying in Mississippi. She ended up coming and staying with us. Like she came moved in with us, and then she got her an apartment, and she just stayed in Memphis. Like and then everybody came, like all the rest of the family came to Memphis or whatever. But we were always close. My mama take me over there every day really until I was old enough to go to school. Then when I would go to school, I would go to her house afterwards. Like one day I had missed the bus, y'all. I used to go to daycare. And my daycare was right across the street from where my grandma stayed at. So I missed the bus and I was like, well shit, I don't care. I want to go see my grandma. Yeah, I was in kindergarten. I literally walked from school to my grandma's apartment. Like nobody here really told me nothing about crossing those streets, no nothing like that. Like I was walking through neighborhoods, I was walking down the street, like at 5 years old. And my mama was up at the school like going crazy because she's like, where the fuck is my child? Y'all was supposed to be watching my child. And y'all telling me my child ain't here. So she freaked out because it's like, where is my child? My child could be anywhere. And I had walked to my grandma's house because I'm like, I'm going to see my grandma. And child, I was knocking on her door. She didn't answer. I said, why the hell she ain't answering? At this point, I said, because I'm like, she not. Little did I know my grandma was in the hospital, but I didn't know. So I was walking to her house, trying to go to her house. I was like, well, she ain't here, so I'm gonna go across the street to the daycare. And I literally crossed the street, didn't look no ways, no nothing. And it wasn't number God or whatever that I got across that street. But got across that street, and all I heard was tires screeching. This my mama damn near flipped the car over, pulling in the lot. Across the street, she jumped straight out that car and was holding on and just crying and just. I'm like, what the hell going on with you? Shit, I didn't think it was nothing wrong with it, cause when we moved to Memphis, I had struck out walking to go. I said, I'm going back to Mississippi with my grandma. And they said, if you don't bring your little ass Back over, I was 2 or 3. I was two. I said, they was like, nah, bring your ass. I said, I'm going to see my grandma. Little did I know my grandma was on her way to see me. She was already on the road.
Okay, I know that's right.
Yeah,
Did your grandma cook? Is that where you got
my
your passion for cooking from?
I'm not even gonna lie on her like that. Nah, she did. Now she was a shake and bake grandma, hamburger helper ass grandma. My grandma didn't know. She knew. The one thing my grandma can cook is some greens, and it's a few little other little things like Thanksgiving food and stuff like this. She can tear that up. But like the other little stuff, like she makes some pretty straight little spaghetti. She don't make her spaghetti like regular, like regular people make their spaghetti because she don't like a lot of red sauce. So she make her spaghetti cute. Her spaghetti cute, it's spicy. But other than that, I ain't I cooked for grandma, baby. Grandma, she loved my cooking, so she wasn't opting out of no meals.
Where does your passion for cooking come from?
I don't fucking know. To be quite honest, I was like not the regular kid, like the average kid. I didn't really watch cartoons like as a kid. I was watching the Food Network. Like I don't know why it was just so intriguing to me to get home and watch the damn Food Network. I was a big fan of Emerald. Like I don't know why I was just so in love with Emerald, but that was like my best friend, and he didn't even know me. But I had a little thing for Emerald. I was watching him, and then I started getting into Powder Dan real bad. And I was like, oh, this country bitch, if this country bitch can get on here and do this shit, I definitely can do it or whatever. So I started dibbling and dabbling like as a kid trying to write cookbooks and shit. Just from stuff I had learned and picked up or whatever. And I tried different stuff. And I got in high school and was like, fuck that. I'm finna go and go to culinary school. Oh, and the people from the Art Institute it was really the Art Institute of Atlanta. They had come in and they talked to me, and I knew that my parents wasn't gonna let me move to Atlanta. So I was like, "Can I go anywhere else?" And they was like, "Well, closer to you is Nashville. That's Atlanta sister school." So they was like, "You can go there." And I enrolled, baby, went and graduated.
I know that's right. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Period to the period. Speaking of going MIA, you went MIA for like 2 episodes. Something happened with your apartment.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Fill us in.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you know now. I did not watch the episode because I knew I was gonna feel away or whatever, but I definitely don't mind. So I had moved back down in November 2020, and I had signed a 15-month lease at my apartment, and I had ended up staying pretty much. Had a few little noise complaints and stuff like that between me and my neighbor feuding, but it wasn't nothing no different than anybody and their neighbors be dealing with. So that was going on. And so then let me grab this between that. So after let me see, I knew my rent was paid up until March, but my lease was up. Where's the bathroom? In the back. But my lease was up in January. So I had texted them and I was like, are y'all gonna allow me to renew or what's going on? And so the lady was like, no, you're not gonna be able to renew. And I was like, she said, well, we weren't really looking to renew with you because she was calling about a noise complaint. And I told her, I said, I've asked to be moved several times. I said, and y'all have yet to proceed with this process. I said, so what's going on? I said, because it's time for renewal now. I said, so are y'all going to move me now? Well, we really weren't looking for it. We really weren't looking to renew with you. I said, okay, so what are y'all going to do with my money that I paid up for this rent all the way up to March? We had this conversation in November. Like when I got back in town from my grandma's funeral, they called me with this noise bullshit. So I'm like, I'm grieving. Get the fuck off my phone with that bullshit. I'll handle it at a later date. And she was just getting real. So I let her have what she needed, what she was asking for. And then she went on. She said she was gonna send me something, but she never sent it. So I fast forward. I knew it was time for me to move because they was like, at this point, we're not looking to renew with you. So I'm like, if they not looking to renew, are they gonna allow me to stay for the months that I've already paid? So then I called back and they was like, oh no, you move out on January 7th. We're gonna cut you a check pretty much for the rest of the money. And I'm like, what? You bitches are acting like I done came down there and fought y'all, harassed y'all, anything like that. Anything we've ever had has always been over the phone. And what I told them was, quit calling my phone with that bullshit. about some noise when y'all know that these walls is paper thin over here. Like y'all can kiss my ass with it. I can hear my neighbor snoring next door. So if I can hear this bitch snoring, you got to know these walls thin in a motherfucker. Point blank. So fast forward, I said, well, let me, since I got to move, let me go get another apartment. So I went and I applied for another apartment. They go through approve, she'll approve, had to go, you know, they had to get you approved to get the motherfucker. But I didn't know that they called your other apartments or whatever the case may be. So they called them and they were pretty much like, well, you know, you have a tenant over there, Willa, she's looking to move over here and whoop, and they gonna bust out and tell the people, how is she trying to move over there when she hasn't given us a notice to vacate? And that sent me through the fucking roof because I'm like, what the fuck do you mean I didn't give you a notice to vacate? You told me I couldn't renew. That is the notice to vacate. And to be honest, I had never received a notice to vacate before because I move every year. Every time I get an apartment and it got too many scuffs on the wall or whatever the case, I got to move because it don't feel new to me no more. And I was going to be the one time since I'm in a new city, I don't know, I'm going to stay my ass put. And they didn't allow me to stay put. Child, that shit that pissed me off.
My. I think she'll be right back. I think she got a phone call. Oh, it was just going up. What's going on, Crown Family? Make sure that you guys are sharing this video. Make sure that you guys are liking this video. Make sure that you guys are subscribed with all your notifications turned on. Show Willa a lot of love in the comments. She'll be right back. While we're waiting for Willa to come back, why don't you guys check out this commercial?
My mom said I need to do something with my hair, otherwise I gotta get it all cut off.
We booked an appointment at Style Kings at the barbershop. Let's go.
Do you want fabulous hair? Are you looking for a product strong enough to tame your 4C hair?
Hey, Mom! Hey, Mom, you don't have no more leave-in conditioner?
Give me that. I know you did not use my Style King leave-in conditioner.
Are you looking to knock the dust off them dreads? For a product that will rejuvenate and strengthen your hair, increase hair growth and shine, and smells great? Well, then you're in the right place. For the long, beautiful, healthy hair you deserve, choose Style King. Perfect on all hair types. Available online at theofficialkingpain.net. Get you some style today. Oh, and your mom called said she needs some more conditioner.
Oh, it's over.
Hey, Willa, welcome back.
Hey, baby, I'm sorry. So let me pick back in. Somebody called me. I'm sorry. So when they said that, the people from the approved shield folks had hit me up and was like, your apartment said that you didn't give them a notice to vacate and we can't proceed with anything until you put that in. And I told the lady, I said, ma'am, I said, she told me that I couldn't renew. I said, so how in the hell, you know, did I not give a notice to vacate? And she was like, I don't know, but today is the last day that we have for your approval. So we really need you to get this in. Because they approved shield had been taking a week any damn way to run their whole thing. So by the time they had finally got to talking to the apartment, they was on the 5th day. And the 3rd day or whatever it was, I don't think they only can do it for however many days, like your approval type of situation. So the girl, they ended up texting me and telling me that I didn't get approved or whatever. I mean, putting in my messages on there that I didn't get approved. And I was like, okay, well, thank y'all for this bullshit. So I called the apartments, cussed they motherfucking asses out. And then I asked them where my money was because they were supposed to be cutting me my check for the months that I had paid up. And the bitch had tried to show me the place where she found a bunch of shit to accumulate some fees for. And so I got to asking her ass to give me the corporate number. She wouldn't give it to me. She wouldn't give it to me. And I told her ass, I said, girl, I don't know what you thought this was. I said, but you got that $1,000 of my motherfucking money. And you think that I'm finna just bow down and just let you have it. So long story short, I got my check cut.
Period.
So then when I got the check cut, I didn't get approved for the other apartment. So I was like, okay, you got your money now, just go apply for another one. I use the CPN because I'm like, let me just take myself completely out of the motherfucking mix. These bitches cracking down and cracking in on these motherfucking CPNs so goddamn bad. It ain't even funny. I said, damn, a bitch got to go and live in motherfucking I don't fucking know where the hell a bitch got to go and live at, bitch, for them to not be paying attention as hard as they paying attention to these fucking CPNs. So a bitch spent $500 to get the check stubs and all that type of shit to get approved for this shit and use the CPN with it. Didn't get approved for that shit, so I lost that motherfucking money. And I said, well, you know what, bitch, I'm not even finna worry about it no more. I kind of got depressed, so I started staying in hotels or whatever. And that's just what I was doing. I was like, bitch, I'm gonna just sleep. I had slept in my goddamn car one damn night or whatever. And I was like, you know what, bitch, this ain't your life. But the reason that I didn't ask for help is because when my grandma passed away, it really kind of changed a lot of my thinking. And I'm like, who is the person that be there for you, like when you in a bind? Like, I've always worked my ass off. I've always had money, you know, my own money or whatever. So whenever or ever I had got low on shit, my mama didn't have no problem spotting me because I'm not the kid that's always asking for shit. Like, I'm not the kid that's always, you know, with the handout because shit, I work like a slave. So, my grandma gone, and I was just thinking, I'm like, well, what if your mama was gone? Like, your dad don't fuck with you, so what if your mama was gone? Who gon' who gonna help you? I'm like, nobody. So I wanted to go through what I was going through with no help because I wanted to get myself out of it. Because if I got myself out of it, I'd be able to do it again if it ever happened again. Nobody came and just snatched me out like it wasn't a quick save. Like, no, I went through this shit to know how to really prevent the shit from happening again. So that was it or whatever. And I got a place now.
Okay, I know that's right.
Yeah,
Period.
damn right, baby. We bitch wasn't gonna stay down for long now, or whatever. So I got a place now, or whatever, and I just put that out there too because I know a lot of trans girls thug it out the rooms. You know, they be thugging it out the rooms, live out the rooms and shit like that because they don't be having places. I just be wanting the girls to know, even the girls that you feel like be up on them high ass pedestals and because you praise and think they just, oh, she's so glamorous, she just got to have it all together. I just be letting motherfuckers know, bitch, nah, I be fucked up too.
Okay.
But I'm gonna show you how to
Period.
bounce back. And the bitch bounced back. So yeah, it was tea.
Yes, I know that's right. Speaking of bouncing back, okay. In the last episode, you said something about you were trying to date. Is Willa trying to get her groove back? What's going on with Willa and your dating life?
So I'm not dating anyone currently necessarily. I have like a person that I communicate with or whatever. And the person is actually a girl that's crazy. But that's the person that I communicate with as far as like dating, going out and stuff like that. I got a fucking wedding proposal yesterday. I told you that, didn't I, Shanti? I told you I got a wedding proposal yesterday.
No.
From this old nigga I used to fuck with in Memphis. He had texted me and told me that he would marry me if I would quit being so mean to him. He's like, I really would marry you and take care of you, but you gotta stop being so mean. That gonna happen. That gonna happen.
My.
But no, I
Um,
want to date. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I want to be married one day. I want a family. But it's like this day and age, it ain't like nobody trying to do that. Like, ain't nobody trying to be in no relationship nowadays. Everybody trying to have their situations and they understandings and they shit like that. I understand. And I'm trying to
okay.
get situated. That's what I'm trying to tell them folks. Like, y'all looking at it all wrong. So I
Period.
was like, if the person for me come to me, I'm gonna know it's for me. I was like, when it come, it's gonna be obvious. I was like, this shit gonna be like somebody hit you in the forehead. And so I was like, I'll wait or whatever, just wait until whoever it is say something or maybe I need to shoot the shot. I don't know, but I don't know. I'm not opposed to dating. Like, I just don't want no bullshit.
Period. Because that throws you off your game. I mean, you're a hustler. Seems like you're a hustler, like I'm a hustler. So you're always working. You're always, chasing the bag. So you don't need nobody to come around and kind of like throw you off of that. You know what I'm saying? If anything, you want somebody to come around and add to it or motivate you to hustle harder.
Yeah.
So at this time in the show, we're gonna get into our chasing reality roll call. Okay, it's when I ask you, I go ahead and call out each character's name on the show, and you just tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
Okay.
All right. So let's start with Kendra.
Look, Kendra, is a word.
Yes,
I
she did.
am about to hit somebody. Baby, that's my favorite line. Okay, Kendra, what's the word? When I think of Kendra, I think Kendra, I can stay strong when I think of Kendra. That's from a personal, like our personal relationship. That's a strong ass speech. So
What was it like? I'm sorry, go ahead.
go ahead, baby.
No, I was gonna say, what was it like doing her hair for her music video?
Oh, that baby, that shit was lit. That was so lit. Cause I'm like, who else? Who else other than me on the tresses? So when I did it, it was cool. It was a little one too. And Kendra was so what's the word? She was so overwhelmed and consumed with other stuff that I think it was just a relief for her to know that there was one thing that she didn't have to damn worry about. So baby, I got her together while she was getting her makeup done. I just, went on, popped it on for her. And it was cool. I'm glad she trusted me with it, and I felt like it was good because more trans girls would probably see it and feel more comfortable sitting in my chair. Because I've done a few trans girls, but not as many as I would have expected. Like I have a lot of girls that be in the inbox talking to me and little stuff like that. But it's not a lot of girls that have booked. Like it's not a lot of girls that come and sit in the chair cause for whatever their reasons or whatever. But I was like, if they see, that type of camaraderie between me and her, I'm like, okay, it might just change the dynamic of some shit with people. Like that's how I was thinking. But I just wanted to slay the bitch. That's all.
And you did. You slayed Kendra's hair. She looked amazing. The hair
Yeah.
looked
I also
amazing.
her for her confessionals when she had the pink with the flip or whatever.
I figured that. I said Willa got right in there and got right to work. Okay, on period. I knew that was your work. What inspires you to do hair?
I was okay. So my grandma, she used to always be like, could somebody play my hair for me? And it's like I was growing my baby, so I was like, I'm gonna do it or whatever. So I be trying to beat my cousins to it, like let me come up here and braid her hair. And it turned into like me being so intrigued by it that I'm like, damn, I want to do this. So then start fucking around with the dolls and stuff and playing around with dolls and shit and doing their little hair. And I said, you know what? I think this might be it. So then when I started, the girls from school started letting me do their hair. And I was realizing that it was something that I was good at. But that's another thing. I was good at a lot of shit. And I was like, just because I'm good at it, don't mean this was it. But it was something so different about her. I'm like, this shit just feels too right. Like I'm just too comfortable doing her. And so I told my mama, like, before I graduated high school, I said, hey, mama, I think that I want to, rethink my career path or whatever. And she was like, what you mean? And I was like, I don't think I want to go to culinary school no more. I think I want to go to cosmetology school. She said, oh, baby, I don't know what the hell you changed your mind for because, baby, I'm not paying for you to go to cosmetology.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh, well, shit, I'm going wherever the fuck you paying. So it is. So I left that conversation alone. But later on, I ended up having to pay all my student loans for culinary school. So I really ended up paying for it anyway. But yeah, it sounded good at the moment. And had I realized that I was gonna end up paying for the shit anyway, I would have just went to cosmetology school in the first fucking place. But I'm glad that I did both because I got certifications in both. Like I had my cosmetology license, I got my safety food, sanitation and all that type of shit. My liquor, be able to sell alcohol and all that type of shit. I got a lot of shit when I was in culinary school and in car school. So
I know that's right.
yeah,
What's your sign?
I'm an Aries,
Oh, okay, on period. Just like my mom. Okay, on period. My mom's from Memphis too, and she's an Aries.
and that's on
My
period.
mama.
Good
And
people,
she do hair.
good people, good people.
I know that's right.
Let me find
Uh,
your mama really my mama.
okay, on period. I'm sure she's watching right now. She probably got a question or something she was trying to call. I'm like, what's she calling me for during the show? I know she watching. I'll figure it out. I'll probably inbox you later. Um, Oliver Twist.
He's so talented. Oliver is goofy as shit, but he's talented. So I gotta tell y'all what happened today. Me and Oliver, I think he's the person that I spent probably the least time with on the season, but he came through in a major way. So today I ended up getting another job, working at Dr. Heavenly's beauty supply store
Oh,
and making wigs for Miss Dr. Heavenly and her clients and everything else. So that was the good plus, and that opportunity was brought to me by none other than the Oliver Twix. And he was up there with me today. So me and Dr. Heavenly and him, we did a TikTok today. You can go find it on her page. I shared it on my story. And me and her went live earlier today. And I just want to add, I just y'all gotta stay down. Whatever y'all going through and feel like it ain't gonna get no better, baby, please just stay down. Because when I tell you, I really went in there and I sold myself to that lady. But when I tell you it was God was gonna do me one better, because when I left, it was the lady that saw me on the live. The lady literally drove from Birmingham up here trying to catch me at the store or whatever. She bought 3 weeks and put an order in for a fourth one.
oh, I know that's right.
Yeah, baby. So I ain't have to play. Dr. Heavenly know I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna work. So she was
Oh,
like,
this you on the TikTok in the gray?
yeah, in this right here.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up.
Legs and hips and body.
Here we go, right here. Wait, this one?
That's the live, yeah. That's the live, and then the other one is the TikTok.
Go live and see, let y'all see what we offer here at Heavenly Beauty. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I got the teeth on lock, right? Yeah. Legs and hips and body.
Look at
Okay. Okay. Yes. Period.
yeah,
All right. I know that's right.
yeah.
I know that's right.
So everything is everything at this point. I'm just telling people, baby, just stay down, honey. Just work hard, stay down, trust God, He got you.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Cameron, good coochie Cam. What's going on?
My husband, Martin Lawrence, that's what I think about when I think about Cam. I stay telling Cam he look like Martin to me. Yeah, I think he look like Martin.
I don't know. I don't think he looked like Martin Lawrence. Mostly. Maybe a little bit now that you say it. I never really seen it before, but now that I kind of squinch my eyes and look in, he kind of, I guess so. I just can't imagine Martin Lawrence having good coochie now.
Ah, good boo cat. Cam, baby, got the folks acting crazy this damn season.
Oh, don't he?
Mm-hmm.
Don't he?
Cam got,
Oh.
Cam got the folks going crazy this season, baby.
I want to know why J.M. Moore got up there act like he didn't know Cameron like that.
I'm gonna say this. I'm mixed with it because I don't kiss and tell, so it's like I don't know, like that's what made it look bad, because it's like you kind of made it like y'all just hung out a few times and you didn't really know him like that, and then come to find out, the plot thickens. You really do know him a lot better than you said. I would have just kept it like I didn't know him, because it was like you kind of lied or whatever the whole time. So I'm like, I would have just kept it like it was, like I didn't know him or whatever the case may be. But I don't know. I'm just one of the type of people, I don't really do the kissing and telling shit. So I'm like, I don't damn know. Well, not at least not for me.
Absolutely. Dominique, your good girlfriend.
I'm gonna say one thing I can say about Dominique. He determined. He determined. He determined to be successful in life. He determined to get his motherfucking point across, even if he had to yell and scream to the top of his damn lungs. He's determined. That's the word I think of when I think about Dominique. Determined.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Wayne the Pain.
Handsome.
You like you some Wayne the Pain now.
No, not now. Let me stop playing, because see, people was thinking it was a crush or something like that. I don't have a type. Let me say that first. I don't have a type. But when I say that, it's gonna be like what I'm gonna say next ain't gonna make no sense. I don't have a type that's so fucking pretty. So we doing it next. Okay, yeah, you doing it. So, but I don't have a type, but he's not it. Like if I did, do that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I can't explain it. Like he's not my type, but I don't know why. It's just he has
You're giving me pansexual, like you're attracted to the people who are attracted to you.
pretty much. I like
Okay, on period.
who makes me feel good and stimulates my motherfucking mind and me as a person. I think that's what I'm in tune with. Cause I've dated trans girls, I've dated trans men, I've dated women, I've dated studs and shit. I done dated some fish boys, bush queens and shit, trade, it a lot. I'm fluid, so.
It is what it is. You like what you like.
Have a type because I could find something in everyone or anyone that I like and that I'd be cool with, like if that makes sense.
Absolutely. Speaking of being unproblematic, what are your thoughts on Rico with the K?
He is the most unproblematic person on the show, I would say, because he tries to keep the peace, but I think he's read wrong because I had seen what Aaron he said. He was like he kind of gave like phony vibes. I just think that that's a cultural thing. Like no shade to like Caucasian people or nothing like. It's not shady. I just feel like Caucasian people have like different ways of being expressive. And they are genuinely excited for people, like genuinely excited for whatever it is they talking about. And although he's biracial, whatever, I feel like that's the part of him. So I feel like when he is giving praises and compliments and stuff like that, it's because he's genuinely happy for people. I just think that his expressions come from his cultural background. And I think how we is over here, how, and I hate to say that, but how African American culture is just so fucked
Negative.
up with the thinking, like kind of negative. Why he's so fucking because he's just a happy fucking person.
Okay.
He's happy motherfucker. Like it is what it is. He's really excited. Hey, yeah, I get excited for Rico because he is so fucking excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
His struggle is just different. That's all.
Yeah. And I've been through to know why he's so damn happy.
Absolutely. What about Drew Friday?
I almost said motor mouth. God damn, I ain't gonna do my I ain't gonna do my sister like that.
She do be talking.
That hoe flexible. That's the word I want to say. Cause the shit that bitch be doing, cause I can't do half of that shit.
All of them splits. It's the splits for me.
None of it. That bitch can be jumping from the fucking ceiling. I said, baby, even when I probably could have been young enough to do some shit like that, I was. And Drew older than me doing that shit.
Oop.
I said, bitch, I know that's right. You better show me up home.
Okay. Troy.
Special. That's I like that. Troy is somebody who is really special to me. Like I don't know how me and Troy like got close.
Troy in the building too, by the way. Shout out to Troy.
Oh, period. I don't know how me and Troy like got so close, like, but that is somebody that is really special to me. Like, I really value him a lot. Like his opinion, just his company, bitch. I just Troy is everything. So I'm say special, like, but if I had to say like a word that remind me of him, like to say like what it is, that bitch a fucking diva. That's the only word I know. What's up, Boom? Baby, yeah, Boom Squad. Baby, no, he a diva.
Okay.
Evo.
Ike.
Dick.
My. My.
First thing come to mind, I don't know why, but every time I go around people, friends of mine especially that watch the show and they ask questions about Ike, his penis always comes up into question because they really want to know if it's
What
not,
about the penis?
huh?
What about the penis? They want to know what? I'm sorry. What happened with the penis?
They really want to know if their penis wiener is um is 9.8 for real. And I don't know why they be asking me. Well, they ask me because they know I've been a hoe in my life, so they probably figured I would know. But I
Well,
don't
you
know.
be bird watching. It don't be poking in the dress pants he having on. Because I was looking at his last performance. I was like,
The only time I seen Ike had a print budge real bad is when we was at an event of his that's coming up. So I had seen then I saw he got it folded up nice and neat in the front.
ooh.
Yeah, he looked like he had took his time and folded it like Candace from Housewives be folding her little square napkin to he had folded that package up real good and had it sitting in the front. But the person's budge that I see the most is Troy. Troy don't have that motherfucker.
Yes, you did win.
Huh?
I said, yes, you did win. She said, Troy don't even try to hide it.
I'm trying to have that motherfucking anaconda. I don't know. Every time I look at Troy and see his package, I just imagine he can wrap that bitch around somebody's neck and strangle him.
Ooh, my.
Oh,
Maybe that's what Aaron is attracted to, because you know that Aaron got a bit of a crush on Troy. Let me
he
find out.
tearing about him.
Let me find. Troy would know.
A little,
Troy.
oh,
Troy, what's T?
a little bit.
Oh,
He might be.
uh,
I'm proud. I don't know.
Jay Amore.
Um, damn. Um, I'm gonna say. What can I say about Jay? Jay is talented. Jay is talented. That motherfucker gonna work and he gonna work hard and he really is passionate about his craft and things like that or whatever. So I feel like child, it's so hard to talk about this boy. Cause we in such a terrible fucking space right now, y'all. It ain't even funny. But I can always say something nice because I really appreciate him for doing the same when the episode had aired. We was on the outs then, and for him to still say what he said and just be so kind to me and my situation with my grandma, with us going through our little whatever it is that we touching on right now. It just meant a lot to me to know like he kind of handled me okay. Like he kind of, even though he done went live and done his lives and all that type of shit, like when it came from like the big broad world to see, it's like you ain't sliding in on me. So I fuck with him for that purpose. But it's kind of hard for me to say. Well, he talented. Put it like that. I said it. He talented, but it's kind of making me feel away because I'm like he didn't piss me off, but I don't like I said on the season. If you love somebody once, you can love that motherfucker again. And it's just I don't think it's nothing that a conversation can't help or whatever. But I'm just really afraid of the conversation because it's really hype and it's really some serious shit going on. So I just don't know. I just don't
I
know.
know that's right. I know that's right. Um, I look forward to seeing what's going on. Okay, because y'all keep talking about this next episode. I said, man, I should have invited these people back next week. Okay. Uh,
I was like, I'll come back on, baby. Trust me, I will. Cause
okay, I'll be ready.
it's the retreat.
Oh, yes. We all look forward to the retreat next week. Okay. Rico Casadine.
Cassandra.
Oh,
Rico honey. Oh y'all. I love Rico. When I say I holler, I think me and Rico, I'm calling him my brother because me and Rico argue like brother and sister. Even though he don't never argue back with me, I be cussing Rico ass out. And he just love me anyway. And I love Rico, and I think that he is awesome. I love his mama. She got me riding all around the city looking for the rum soaked pineapples and shit. I don't know, like I like his vibe. He reached out to me when my grandma passed because he had experienced the same thing or whatever that year as well, earlier the year as well. So I was like, oh, I appreciated him for kind of reaching out to me and just kind of wanting to, be a helping hand to my situation. So I fuck with Rico.
No, that's right. And last but not least, Aaron Thomas.
Um, let's see.
Oh, is there something there too?
I don't have no qualms with Aaron. I just don't know what to say about Aaron. I feel like out of everybody, he was the one that I spent the least time with or whatever, like got to know, like least time getting to know. I think he's talented too. Cause we did he did a song for something. I can't say nothing about, but he did a song for something. And he sung for me for my birthday when I turned for my 30th or whatever. So he's cool. I fuck with him. I fuck with Aaron. He cool. I just wish I would have not like got to know him a little bit better or whatever over the season or just, in general or whatever as a person. I learned a little bit about him or whatever, but at least like tried to form like a friendship or something like that with him.
Okay, I know that's right. Um, and now let's talk about the reunion. You already know what you're wearing for the reunion.
So I sent some samples to my guy or whatever, and child, we try to mix 7 different fucking dresses into one.
Oh, I know that's right.
I'm thinking about old school like glamour, like kind of pin up type of shit, but oh, Jesus, I don't know. It's gonna be given, y'all. When you look and see, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, that's some Willa shit right there. There's some shit, I don't think I'm gonna disappoint.
Okay. Is there gonna be smoke at the reunion? You got any smoke for anybody at the reunion?
So,
Or are you gonna be trying to keep the peace?
so I tried to promise on Dario that I would give him dialogue because I'm like I know that once I get gone, I'm gone.
Yeah, you go from 0 to 100 kind of quick, real quick.
See, you can't say that. You can't say that only because it's edited like that. Like there is some type of medium.
You get a girls a warning.
Yeah, it's always a warning before destruction. You know that. Warnings always come before destruction. And that's why I was like, I know I kind of gave a little something, but I just, I don't think that I can't say because I don't know how conversations is gonna go because it's been shit that I've been hearing, not even from me anymore. Like it's other people that have tension with other people that want to smack other people. So everybody was so worried about me at the reunion, but so much new shit that got developed and it came out within the past week or so that everybody is pretty much up in arms and ready to smack the shit out of anybody at this point.
My. It's giving me Royal Rumble.
It's giving, it's giving. It's boo, it's giving. It's
Okay.
giving tune the fuck in, cause you ain't gonna wanna miss that motherfucker. I'm gonna tell you that now. This shit out. I'm not finna filter shit. And I don't give a fuck about no hoe feelings. I'm finna say whatever the fuck I wanna say, cause I'm sick of it. And I'ma try. And to be honest, I was saying I was gonna try to get everything settled up and squared up out the way before the reunion. Like I was gonna ask, if anybody wanted to fight before the reunion, because I didn't want to get dressed. I didn't want to get dressed and have to fuck my shit up, because I'm in there hoe fighting and shit. I'm not gonna glue my press on and break them hoes. So I'm like, do anybody want to fight or get down in the mud before it's time for the reunion? Like anybody? I don't know who's taking me up on my offer, but I don't know. I'm gonna make sure I reach out again and ask again. Do anybody want to get into it and fight real bad before the reunion?
Okay, on period, yes, because I don't need y'all messing up my outfit. I've spent a lot of monies on this. At this time, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link. If anybody wants to come up and ask Willa any questions before we get out of here, now is your opportunity. Go ahead and click the link. Willa, tell the people where they can find you at.
My Instagram is only perception. You can find me over there. My Facebook is Willa Michelle. Y'all, it's about 5 different Facebooks for me, but I promise you, you'll know which one is me, child. The one with the chasing Atlanta emoji, child. People weird out in the world and wanna impersonate me. So it's 5 Facebook pages, of which I only own one of, and that's mine. So, so yeah, we on that type of time with folks, and yeah, that's where they can find me. My Snapchat is only perception, same as, and my what you call it? What you call that thing? TikTok. That shit only perception too. Child sound like somebody auntie. What that thing? What it name? What it name is? TikTok. TikTok. Yeah.
Well, Willa's Instagram handle is in the chat. If you guys are interested in following Willa on Instagram, go ahead and click the link. Make sure that you guys follow. Definitely follow. What about movies? Are you trying to get in any movies or pursuing anything else entertainment wise?
Pornographic.
Oh, you're into porn. OnlyFans? You have OnlyFans?
No, I was asking, was you trying to involve me in a pornographic movie?
No, talk about real movies, acting.
I feel like I would probably suck at acting.
My. I think that you will be good. I think that you'll be really good at acting. The girls want to know, how can they purchase your wigs?
Okay, so we are over located off of Peachtree, honey. 2 doors down from Shane Justin. That's if you want to come in and purchase one. They getting the website together. So until then, just DM me on Instagram. Or if you don't have an Instagram, you have a Facebook. Where any of my social media handles, you can hit me up. Also, you can come in if you want. If you stay in what Kanye's or whatever, you can come in the other store, Dr. Heavenly's store or whatever. She has wigs in there on hand as well. And yeah, pretty much. Shit, let me see. Just DM me, and we can go from there. And then I also have my number. I also have my number listed in my bio on Instagram. So if they want to click that and just shoot me a text or something like that, we can get it squared away. Like that.
It said, what's your starting point for your units?
It just depends. It really just depends on what length they get, or if they get some color, or if they get anything like that. Our bobs are pretty started at 275 or whatever, and then the long wigs, like the bone straight ones, they go as low as I think like 365 and 375 for like a 24 inch and a 26 inch. Like I think it's only a $10 price difference between those. So you can come here and get you a little long bust down middle part, bone straight, or get it curl however you want to curl for under $400. So I feel like that's good or whatever. And then we do have our pricier collections or whatever and shit like that. But child, you gotta pay for beauty. So
My. Would you do another season of Chasing?
at first I was like thinking like hell no, because I was so stressed out doing the one I did. But I was like, nah, I could do it again. I could do it again. So yeah, I would definitely come back for another season.
My. If you could switch out any cast member for a cast member from Chasing LA, who would it be and why?
Shit, you. Oh,
Okay, on period. Oh yeah, it'll be so lit in Atlanta. Oh, if I was on the show, it'd be too lit. Ooh, okay, on period. Look, you guys get to see the work. Okay, on period. She's a hustler. Hustler, okay, on period. Interviews and hairstyles all in one.
and one baby, all in one.
Just come get your hair laid.
Okay, period.
Yeah, I'm blowing her hair because her started a little wet, so that steam getting a little hot, and I don't want to tear my girl up. So getting her together. Yeah.
All right, Willa. Well, I don't have any more questions for you. Is there anything that you want to get off your chest before we get out of here?
Yes, this blouse.
Okay. That part, you ready to turn it in? Had a long day. This your last client?
Yes. Well, no, not really. I got to do the owner of the shop, but we gonna be here chilling, baby, kicking it. So yeah, I'm through after her. So yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. I have nothing else for you until next time. I'll see you soon, okay?
Okay, baby.
All right, adios. Period. It was so much fun having Willa here on the show. You guys all support Chasing Reality. We just hit 80,000 subscribers. You guys all make sure that you guys are subscribed to Chasing Reality. We are on our way to 100,000 subscribers. Continue to support. Follow Willa on Instagram at Only Perception. Continue to follow, continue to support, continue to subscribe. Well, until next time, you guys, I'll see you guys all later, and thanks for watching. Adios.